Are you going to buy something such as Plex? Always enter code Aceface into the Creator Code tab here. This makes it so that 5% of the earnings go to me and doesn't cost you anything extra. I would appreciate it a lot. Hello everybody, my name is Aceface. I wanted to talk to you guys about my favorite event in EVE Online, namely the Hunt of 2018, the Guristas event, and why I think it should return, or something in a similar fashion should return to its former glory. So, what is the Hunt of 2018? Many of you guys probably know, but many of you guys will maybe do not know. Usually around the Easter time of the year, the springtime, Easter time, we usually have this event, the Guristas events. The Guristas Pirates do some kind of new rampage in EVE Online. And for the last few years, it's always been frigate and destroyer events. We've always had the frigates and destroyers being the highlight of the event, where that's what's required to go into the acceleration gates to these events. And you usually are able to find quite cool loot. Nothing crazy, not as good as the Guristas Hunt of 2018 though. The frigate and destroyer events have been interesting, and they were also quite a new concept because 2019 and up, frigate and destroyer events was a very novel idea in EVE Online. Before, we basically never saw events, these seasonal events involving frigates and destroyers, so it was a very new thing right then. And the Hunt, the Guristas events, were the first ones to actually be changed to frigate and destroyer events. And I think it's pretty cool in some ways that you have frigates and destroyers, because it allows a different form of piloting, because previously it was battleships was basically the best ship to use, but also it allows people without the battleship skills to be able to prevail in these events a bit better. However, I do miss that event a lot, because it was one of those events which I felt like the battleships did serve a very good purpose. The Guristas event of 2018 was before I started making videos properly, so I don't have any footage to show you guys, but you can Google a lot of footage seeing exactly how the event looked like. But what it was is basically you went to these Guristas detainment facilities. You could see these around New Eden in the Anomalies tab, these Guristas detainment facilities, and there you would find lots of NPCs. There were quite difficult NPCs as well. These Guristas is the Gurihiva, these guys here. See these Gurihiva here, and these guys, they were pretty difficult. They're not the hardest NPCs, but they were like intermediate difficulty. I felt like it was a good level. You could even clear these with the Gila, so you didn't necessarily have to have a battleship, but it was possible. So we were to find these Guristas detainment facilities in the Anomaly tab, and you were cruising around New Eden and looking for them. And they're also quite plentiful, so you could find quite a few of them, but they're not extremely plentiful, because sometimes events are extremely plentiful and it sort of takes away from the value of it. But these were anyway a little bit of search you had to conduct, but it was not usually too difficult to find them. And there was a lot of competition in this event. A lot of people were fighting over these events because, for one big reason, and it's one reason that I like these events a lot, it's that they had really good loot drops. I earned many billions of ISK from this site, or this event, when we were doing them in 2018. I was shocked how much ISK I was able to get through it. And one of the reasons is for the various loot drops we were able to get. They're obviously personal effects, but there's also a big one here, the C3-X Hiva Saitsu. This one here, this module is really good, really powerful, and very valuable. The reason I don't use it so often is mainly because it's so expensive. Now it costs over 400 million ISK. Before it used to go for, I believe it was 100 to 200 million ISK. So it was more reasonable price back then, but nowadays it's too expensive because these are only released during the events. And I remember that quite a few of them were able to be released as well. So you had the C3-A, which is a lot worse, but then you got the C3-X, which is extremely powerful. And the main thing about this module is that it's a ballistic control system that gives pretty good bonuses to missiles, but also gives bonuses to drones. So basically, it's like a Guristas cheat code right here, because it buffs their ships up real good. It makes the drones already powerful become better, and gives bonus to the missiles as well. And you're able to fit it in very restricted low slot ships, so that if you've got not so many low slots, you're able to fit these in and get massive damage bonuses, which is very good, for example, for the Gila, where you only have 3 low slots. So that's something I really liked about this event. We had pretty good competition. The amount of events was also not too many, but also not too little, and we also got really good loot for them. Also, something that was pretty cool is that there were quite interesting battleship bosses. A little bit difficult battleship bosses, not too difficult, not too easy. Rakatahiri, this guy here, he was someone who had farmed so much and also had a lot of kills on the kill board. You can see here, we're going. If we go here, Rakatahiri here, this guy, the one who was the boss of this high sec variant of this site, then 1 trillion is destroyed. So he did a good job here. He did a good job exterminating players, as you can see. I also had an unfortunate circumstance in this event as well, because there were a lot of people going around pretending to be doing the site, but they're actually working with pirates. So what happened was that there was this person called Maria de las Mercedes. This guy here, this person was eradicating people in this event. Every day, multiple battleships they were killing. Like I was saying, marauders, pirate battleships, they're destroying every single day. I was thinking, what is going on here? And the thing is, this guy was stealing the loot from people who've destroyed the boss, so that they go suspect. So then they'll go like flashy yellow, suspect. And this will make it so that they have it so that they'll go suspect and you can attack them. You can attack them without any conquer problems, but they can then also attack you, and they can attack you without having any repercussions, or like it's not like conquer will attack them. So what it means is basically when they go flashy yellow, they can accept a fight. And I was new then, 2018, I was new then, and I thought that okay, I saw a bunch of other people in the site who seemed like they would fight against this person, and they started attacking him, and I think okay, the other people there are attacking the nightmare. This guy always went in a nightmare. Then I think okay, then it's easy, I'll just join in. But in reality what happened was everyone who was attacking the nightmare was on the pirate side. It was just me who was actually against them. So I started attacking. Then what happened was that okay, the nightmare could have scrammed me, and then everyone else just warped off, and I was there by myself. So I lost this Gila. It was very annoying losing this. And another reason why I thought that I was quite confident in killing this guy was because if you look here on my kill board, we can look around the time of 2008. We will see that there were. Do I not have any kills? Oh, I've not got so many pages of kills, that's why. Okay, so look here. I was thinking that, oh, okay, we're going to kill this guy, because this guy was doing a similar situation where he was going flashy yellow, but I actually managed to get in on the kill here. See, 32k damage, I did a lot of damage here, so after this fight I was pretty pumped. I was thinking, okay, this is going to work out. But no, it did not work out when I got tricked by this guy here. It was not good at all. So this event was fun because you had good loot. It was pretty like intermediate to difficulty, so not too hard, not too easy, and you got the very rare loot drops. It's not just good loot, but it's also the rare loot drops that had a lot of value over time. The C3-X ballistic control systems, they have been giving a lot of value over the years. Now they have been released occasionally in the Guristas events with the frigates and destroyers, but I feel like there was not as much drops in these recent events as there was back then, because it's never been as expensive like this as it was before. And it would be nice if we could have it so that they would introduce more battleship events, in my opinion, because I think battleship events are fun where you can just really have a big competition over these bosses. We have the Sanchez events usually as a battleship event, but it doesn't seem like a lot of the events usually are battleship events nowadays. It's usually frigates and destroyers and T1 cruisers, and in my opinion it's a bit boring. And especially since many of the events, they're not solo friendly nowadays. They often require groups, which is good because it's good to encourage people to work together. But the thing is, it usually requires like a coordinated group. So say you like go after work, you just want to go and do a few sites, then it takes a lot of effort to find people that you want to run it with, and then you also have to plan it and then do it. Well, versus if you just were doing it, be able to do it by yourself or not have to group up, then you just go find a site and run it. It's like it adds an extra level of difficulty to run the sites. And I don't think it's a bad idea that people do stuff together. I just think the whole grouping up process takes a lot of time and coordination. and if you have to leave, then you're sort of disappointing the other people as well. So I would like more events were like that, because that event, the Guristas one, you could do it by yourself, but you could also do it with other people to go a bit quicker. Then you would share the loot though. So I want to talk to you guys about the Guristas event of 2018, my favorite event that exists in EVE Online. I hope it comes back to the way it was before, because that guy Rakatahiri, he killed so many people. I think he's looking forward to killing more Capsuleers in the future. And hopefully I don't get tricked next time if they do release some similar event in the future as well. So hope you guys enjoyed the video, hope you learned something new. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.